Hello everyone, welcome to Plunger Planet. I'm your host George, and welcome back. Hope everyone had a great day. Hope you were able to accomplish whatever you set out to do today. As for us over here at Plunger Planet, we had a pretty decent day. Of course, we had a little bit of bad, which we're about to get into, mainly in market development. But overall, it was a very good day. We expanded Plunger Planet on just about all sides. We'll get into a quick review of that right now. So here on the channel, we were looking at 23 subscribers, and our most recent video is even better performing than the last one. Last one got about 10 to 13 videos. Well, 13 views right here, as we can see. Our most recent video, however, 17 views in the past 22 hours, looking very, very nice right there. Our Twitter is up to 37 followers, up from 36 yesterday. And the sub, I believe, is still at 1,302. And if we refresh it, I'm almost positive it's still at that number, but just to confirm, we can refresh the web page right here and get a more confident. Let's see if it'll pop up. Any day. Let's see. Yep, 1,302. Fantastic. And going on to the price action, quick disclaimer real quick, this is not financial advice, I'm not a plumber, I just like the token. And with that being said, holding very well, especially considering how Bitcoin did today and the rest of the market. For those, we're about to get in that, of course, later on into this video. But Bitcoin was actually green today, but unfortunately, Bitcoin gapped down today, so that dragged a lot of us down. Thankfully, though, Taco and Plunger are both kind of floating right now, kind of within 1% gain or loss. As you can see right here, we are up 0.18% on the past 24 hours, so about flatlining, which is much better than falling, by all means. So definitely grateful for that. And speaking of Bitcoin, let's get into them real quick. So sadly, the downtrend continues. This was another bad day for Bitcoin, down 13.61%. Now, full disclaimer, this isn't financial advice. This is a construction zone. I just love Bitcoin. And with that being said, yeah, we did continue the downtrend. This, I'll be honest, I mean, I am still going to buy at $4 for a milli. We haven't reached that quite yet. There's a lot of resistance right there, but I'm not putting too much faith in the pop back. I mean, I feel our big resistance was at $5 per milli, and now we're looking at $4 per milli. By no means does that mean sell, because I would not be surprised if we just wake up one day and Bitcoin's up 100%. Like that's the type of volatility we're dealing with. Because I mean, even right now, look, after this dump, Bitcoin is down to a market cap of $2.5 million. That is a very small market cap. I mean, at this point, any whale, even just a regular old Polygon whale who might just take a liking in Bitcoin, could immediately flood this bad boy up and just pump all of us. But of course, that's daydreaming. Looking at it from a technical standpoint, sadly, the downtrend does look to be continuing, looking to find a new bottom. The one benefit we will have here compared to the previous downtrend is this isn't off a pump. As you can see, the previous downtrends were basically retracing that massive pump from a few weeks ago, when in 1 week we pretty much skyrocketed about 100%. So it was retracing that. Now we're pretty much to pre-pump levels, as you can see down here. I mean, we're pretty much where we were at the peak right before this pump. So we could theoretically trace down even further, but I mean, like, the only real retracement that you could look that would be logical is the pump right before that one. And that would be another 50% retracement, like 50% down. So with Bitcoin being as down as it is, I'm not really sure you can convince that many bears to sell, or more realistically, that many holders to sell, because I mean, everybody's wanting to buy at this point. I mean, of course, we're talking within our own communities, but seriously, I mean, we're down, from $10 per milli all the way down to, roughly just over $4 per milli right now. And I just don't know who wants to sell at this point, because, like, we all still love the project. I feel, at least, we still love the project. We still love the community, and we're not going anywhere. So anything, I mean, hey, thanks for the free cheap, Bitcoin, love to buy it. So yeah, not concerned long term. Short term, we might see continuation of this downtrend. We'll keep monitoring it, but yeah, no concerns long term. Still love Bitcoin, still believe in it long term. Moving on to Bitcoin's price action, as I alluded to earlier, not too much, but 1% up, very nice. Pretty solid on the day, looking to retrace from that dump earlier. Here it is on the weekly. As you can see, not quite at the peak of 45,000 like we were earlier, but still doing very nicely, looking to pop back up. And tomorrow, I would love to see a more tracement back up, especially if we could test 45K. But as for right now, I'm just kind of, chilling. And then finally, let's recap it off with today's news. So unfortunately, the ETF news was not true. That rumor was complete garbage. Did not happen. Was not in the night though, so we're grateful for that at the very least. So the Bitcoin ETF still on hold. We're still not sure if it's going to be approved or denied, but we should have an answer by next week, the latest. So with that being said, let's get into our news for today though. So someone sent 26.9 bitcoins, not bitcoins, bitcoins to Satoshi's original address. I have the address seeker right here. And if we scroll down a little bit, all these people sending little amounts of Bitcoin, and boom, 26.91 Bitcoin sent to a Satoshi's address. This was, of course, a lot of speculation of what this could be. Some people claim it's a fat finger. Some people saying it's Satoshi himself restacking. Realistically, though, this was probably just a tribute to Satoshi, a tribute to everybody. Because, of course, the great thing about burning Bitcoin is, it never comes back. Look at this, 26 bit. We could just round up, say 27 bitcoins. Or I'll even round down. I'll round down for everyone. 26 bitcoins. That's over a millionth of the entire supply burnt in a single transaction. These 26 bitcoins are never coming back. Unless Satoshi comes back, and then we have much, much bigger problems and news to deal with. But assuming the reality, which is Satoshi's address is probably gone forever, then yeah, this was another 26 Bitcoin burnt into the oblivion, making all of our other Bitcoin much more valuable. So we appreciate that person for their donation. Was not a cheap donation by any means. I would love to see them come out and give a public statement as to why they did this. Again, probably just a tribute to Satoshi, but my goodness, that is a lot of Bitcoin to contribute to Satoshi. 26.94 coins, man. That is insane. And that will about do it for us today, guys. Pretty neutral day besides the, of course, Bitcoin fall, and then that person sending all that Bitcoin. But yeah, pretty quiet day, pretty humble day. Expanded our numbers on a few fronts, so looking pretty good there. And yeah, that will about do it for us today, guys. Thank you very much for dropping in today, giving us another watch on the video. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing down below and following us on our Twitter if you haven't already. And that will do it for us today, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and have an excellent day.